I didn't say it was Micropeen who gave it to me. I said maybe. I said the only thing I can think of is the only person I've been with is Micropeen. I did not ever say, and if I want verbatim, somebody send me in my fucking DMs me saying Micropenis gave me gonorrhea and I gave it to Natter right now. Because you're a nobody without me. You're a nobody. You're a Gatineau ghetto trash piece of Moroccan who is nobody. Like, you're nobody.
Is Chantel's mother to blame when she's online using the restroom and acting erratic? Or when she's drunk online and flashing her vagina to strangers?
Oh. Oh. Hi. Oh, lovely. Sorry. Sorry for the food. Hi. Oh. 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 So, I guess if you want to hate and be a loser, you can do it on Discord. You can go to Kiwi Farms. You can go to Charlie Gold.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Charlie. Please consider subbing before you exit this video. Before we get into the video, I want to make something very clear. Chantel's mother is not a public figure. I don't even know if she has said more than 2 sentences on Chantel's channel. I don't care that she was a teen mom. Shit happens. She probably did the best she could as a young lady, raising that demon child on her own. So will I be dragging Chantel's mom in this video? Absolutely not. It may be a foreign concept to some, but there are times good parents raise children who end up being vile. And there are horrible parents whose children end up being nothing like their parents. I don't know that lady, and I don't need to bash her to get my point across about Chantel. Chantel is a public figure who has openly displayed some of the most vile behavior online that would concern and embarrass any parent. All that to say, it's really not that hard to criticize or even dogwalk Chantel and leave her family out of it. It's really not. And this is coming from the same person who Chantel threatened to get their family's information to harass them over an email that a troll sent.
I'm sure I could find your parents, dox my mom, and see what happens. I bet you I could find your family online too. There's people who don't like you. I'm sure they'll give me information. I'm sure of it.
Long intro and disclaimer out the way. Now let's get right into the video. Chantel has always shown a very specific hatred for women, but there are 2 categories of women she hates the most: women of color and mothers. Her hate for mothers seems to run deep. If you have the nerve to monetize your opinion on her and she finds out you're a mother, somehow you're failing as a parent, even if she knows absolutely nothing about the creator's parenting. And she has this view specifically for mothers, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video.
I'm allowed to talk about people's parenting. People can talk about me all day. So you know what? What's good for the goose, good for the gander. I'm talking about is how does it, and I talk about the parenting because how are you going to be responsible for a child, a life? You're supposed to nurture, grow their shape their morality. How are you going to do that when you're a piece of shit yourself?
So is Chantel saying her mother is to blame for what she has become? Chantel is the woman who claimed to have spoken to alleged victims of her ex and was also excited to bring them on her platform as a get back.
I reached out to one woman. I had another person reach out to me. Why didn't this person come out sooner? Well, it's not, And actually, I reached out to somebody. Furthermore, I want him to hear this because I don't talk to him directly. So this is you say that nobody would talk to me of your exes. I'm going to be going live with your exes, buddy. Yes, I'm going to visit your exes and I'm going to go live with them. Yeah.
Who should viewers point the finger at when it comes to those morals? She was overjoyed at the possibility at dragging someone into her online mess as a gotcha, instead of encouraging them to go to the authorities. But what am I saying? This is the same person who thought broadcasting her revenge online was a good idea.
He's at the courthouse having his relocation application approved to move to Montreal. Yeah, we'll see about that. He's on his way to the courthouse. If he really is, I'm going to the police station right now. I have Debbie freaking out, video messaging me,
to only follow up with defending that horrible person to her viewers the following month.
Like, I know him more than most people, right?
Chantel just said fuck the alleged victims that she sought out to tell their story, right? For context, what she was defending was Danger Dong calling a black creator a monkey.
Guys, I'm just wake up, happy, and a lot of people here want to talk about monkey. We'll talk about monkey, not now. We need to go to the zoo, maybe next live stream. If I don't make it to the zoo, at least I will invite monkey for banana with smoothie.
While we're on the topic of this future inmate, who raised Chantel to spread her mother's private indiscretions?
Everybody, my friend, she see talk about. The guy helped him to stay here, she talk about him. In the same time, she talk about everything I told her in private. Plus, she add 60% lies. If you want me to talk about private, tell her. I gave her a hit yesterday. If you want to talk like this, you want to go, I can go. I can't be dirty like you. If you keep talking about my friends and everybody I made and all of this, huh? Let your mother watch my channel. Let your mother watch my channel. I know a lot too. I can talk more than you think. When you talk about private other people, think about your private. I don't see whose mother sleep with other guy with his husband, boyfriend, with her husband, best friend, sorry, and go talk to her sister, to her daughter about this. Okay, her mother, if you're watching me, be proud of your daughter.
So you're telling me Chantel's big blockhead ass decided to pillow talk with this crackhead and tell him that her mom slept with her husband's best friend? I absolutely believe she told him that story, but because Chantel is known for making up stories for attention, hopefully it's not true. Chantel likes to talk about creators and what they're shaping in their children. Well, has any of those creators had their children or their children's strung out exes come online and expose their private lives? Nope. At least not that I have noticed. Speaking of strung out, who raised Chantel to be so excited about trying illegal drugs?
I wanted to try, so I know, I was bad. I was really bad. It was like a mixture, like the I don't even want to say it. I'm so ashamed of it. Like, I am ashamed. Like, I told Pete, and he's like, "You're better than that. You're not white trash." I'm like, "I am white trash."
Her life was so chaotic, viewers were able to point out when she was trying to hide being high on stream.
I don't have powder on my nose. It's not powder. It's dry skin. What? What? You guys are making me so self-conscious right now. Biggins, you're full of it. You know it, and everyone knows it. Be honest. I did have some tonight. It's like a part of me doesn't want to, like, get clean. I know that's so bad, but it was so horrible. It was so horrible. The past few days were so horrible. But I did find some. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Like, this is so messed up. It's like...
And there were other times the silence just spoke for itself.
What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? I smoked way too much today.
I wonder if this outcome could have been prevented if Chantel's mom took her to the park more often.
It's like Sunday during the day there. Can't you take your kid to the park or do something else? No, of course. Of course not.
Chantel believes bullies raise other bullies.
Yeah, grown-up bullies raise mini bullies. That's how it goes.
So who raised her to completely disregard and make excuses for a potential?
Even if you don't like somebody, just fucking treat them still as a human being. Somebody who breathes, somebody who eats and shits just like you do, you know? It's actually, yeah, Mr. Toad, it is drama. Especially since it's not true. Don't worry, we're working on getting the footage. Don't worry. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyone who watches May, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying people, like, she just, there's so many lies. Like, there's so many holes in the story. Like, you don't message somebody the day after being raped or sexually assaulted and cry about being rejected.
Says the woman who literally cried about a man not playing with her boobs.
After everything I do, like, you should play with my boobs. I'm sorry, but, or something. Like, frig. Oh my god, like, I sound like a friggin' prostitute.
The same man who she claimed sexually assaulted her for months.
I'm like, so I just replied to her. I wrote, he physically, emotionally, and sexually abused me for 10 months. He deserves this.
But this victim deserved this?
Natter is like super excited about having fans. This woman is like 80. Not saying that 80-year-olds don't get sexually assaulted. It happens. She's actually like, if you watch her, you can tell she's sitting on a piss pad the whole time. Her video, her camera's pointed at her crotch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for somebody who did that to her, she didn't block him. If you go to the cops and you go online before you go to the cops and tell people your story, I don't know. It's so full of bullshit that she would fucking lose in a second. A second, her own daughter turned her back on her.
She will always find a way to bring up someone's children if she finds out they're a parent. If parenting is solely to blame for what's reflected in someone's behavior, is Chantel's mom to blame for her attempt to break in and enter into someone's home because they didn't pick up the phone?
For that many hours, you don't check your phone once? You don't check your phone once? No, 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 no. I'm actually like really disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like, I'm so like annoyed. I'm just so annoyed.
Is Chantel's mother to blame when she's online using the restroom and acting erratic? Or when she's drunk online and flashing her vagina to strangers?
Oh my god! I'm really, literally loving taking a shit talking about you right now. And here you go. I'm flushing you out of my effing life! Oh my god. I'm literally insane. I'm insane. Oh. Oh! Hi! Oh, lovely. Sorry. Sorry for the food. Hi! Oh, oh, oh!
When Chantel wasn't online thinking being dirty is a personality trait,
The llama is, yeah. It is gross. I'm a gross person. I am. I mean, what do you want? Let me be gross. Just don't come near me. Don't fuck me.
They usually are. When Chantel's not here, they're usually both downstairs. But yeah, here they are.
she was online sharing her interesting and reckless encounters with men while trying to narrow down how she contracted an STI.
Alright, so do you guys remember when I was It might have come from me. My throat. So there was this guy I gave a blowjob to. Remember I told you about this guy that I met in the park in my car? I met a few guys in my car before after Nick. There was one guy that had like a fupa and a small wiener. I think I told you guys, did I not? The micro P guy, and I was like, no, I never did anything. I just made him an excuse and left, but I actually did do something with him. So yeah.
So did Chantel's mom not have those conversations to make sure she doesn't end up in these kind of situations? Or is there a chance Chantel had a good mom and she still ended up being an idiot online who overshares? Whether it be her sharing what qualifications someone needs to receive a blowjob from her,
You don't need to have 4 walls and a roof for me to give you a blowjob. You just need a clean wiener.
or making weird requests,
And I would want to come over and give me some sexercise.
there's also that very uncomfortable and awkward time she and Danger Dong were engaging in something very questionable as she giggled like a 15-year-old getting away with bad behavior.
Guys, I get the idea. My teeth are yellow. I know. If you want whiter teeth. Okay, Beezers, listen. No. It was me. It was Sam. I actually saw the RCMP horses today, too.
During her most recent impulsive and manipulative event, Chantel expressed her concern around staying with family and their safety. I don't have anything to go back to except my family, but I don't want to stay at my mom's. I don't want to stay somewhere putting my family in jeopardy because people know where I am. I don't want people to know where I am. I don't want people to drive by. I don't want people to harass my family and myself while I'm there. I agree. Her family should be left alone and shouldn't have to pay for what she's done online. The same thing could be said for someone else's mother.
She fucking doxed her fucking elderly mother, the dumb fucking cunt. I hope people call the retirement home and fucking harass her mother. I hope people call the retirement home and harass her mother.
Chantel has openly broadcast extremely vile and disgusting behavior on the platform for years. So based on her logic, who is to blame? Does the same logic apply when it comes to her and who raised her? Or only when the conversation is around critics she doesn't like? Does the same criticism she has about how much time someone spends online apply to fathers too? One of the reactors she watches the most happens to be a father and streams consistently. Based on her logic, is he lacking as a father? Of course not, because she's also a hypocrite and contradicts herself more than she wants to admit. All that to say, after all these years, Chantel still struggles and sucks at responding to her critics online. She takes it in a direction it doesn't need to go, and it mostly provides more content and talking points for those creators she claims to hate so much, which translates to money. She is so stupid. And let me be very clear, this is not in defense of those creators who sling similar insults at Chantel. That's for them to figure out. But I've said it for years and I'll repeat it again. We're all hypocrites. Just choose what you're a hypocrite about. Attacking families, especially ones that are not even public figures, is just something I choose not to touch. I'm not above dragging someone. That's just not my style of drag, and I do just fine without it. Chantel's mom probably did the best she could with what she had. If Chantel continues to attack parenting she knows nothing about, people will probably continue to attack her mother's parenting that they barely know anything about as well. If Chantel thinks the outcome of someone falls solely on mothers, then I would love to know how she would describe a mother who raised someone to react this way to exposing what may have been a child to thousands of strangers online.
No, he wasn't a minor. Did he look like a friggin' minor to you? There's nothing minor about him. A minor with a 15-inch wiener. Yeah, right.
Yeah, if I was her, I'd stop worrying about what kind of parent other creators are, especially since they choose to keep their lives private. In a weird way, it's like she's wishing these innocent children she doesn't even know grow up to have issues. So bizarre. I think you guys get my point. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed any part of this video, please consider giving it a like. It's good for your BMI. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if your notifications are failing you, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and set your notifications to all. The algorithm hates me, and I need your help in healing our relationship. And a huge thank you to all my channel members and patrons. Later, guys.
I just been doing a whole lot of nothing today. I sound crazy, don't I? It's so bizarre, it's almost fascinating. I have to make the bed. I have to lay in the bed I made. I have to lay in the bed I made. That's it. I don't know what to say about that, but anyway, back to ignoring your irrelevant butts. Oh my god! What the hell does she have merch for anyway? What the fuck do these friggin' reaction channels have merch for? Some of them.